Hey, what's up guys? It's me Travis and I am back today with a new cooking video today, and today I'm about to cook some bacon cheeseburgers. So right now I'm just waiting for the pan to heat up so that we could just put the bacon on there, and then we're gonna actually season the hamburger meat. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty, so let's cook this stuff. Right, so you always want to get I always get like a bowl, a regular bowl with some paper towels in there, so that once the bacon is done, then I could just put the bacon in there, flip the bacon a little bit. Pressing it down a little bit just to make it cook a little bit faster. It's crispy. Alright, so the bacon is almost done. Bacon usually cooks fast, so depending on how high you have the heat that I have it on is not very high, but it's pretty high because the pan is really hot, so the bacon of course is going to cook fast regardless. So bacon is almost done. Okay, so we put the bacon over the napkin inside the bowl. Okay, so we got the hamburger meat right here. It was 11.38 for a family pack. So we're gonna actually make some patties, and we're gonna have some left over to make some more hamburger patties or cheeseburger patties and stuff like that. We got this one, so we're gonna actually make some patties. We're gonna season it. I'm seasoning it a different way. So I'm gonna make some patties. I'm gonna actually season it. So we're gonna actually open this. Opening this. Okay, so what we're gonna use for our seasoning is adobo, and we're gonna use some sassoon for some coloring. I take a little bit of that hamburger. Take a little bit of that hamburger meat, and then we just start, you know, we're gonna make our patties. All right, so that's one patty. And then we're gonna take some more hamburger meat. And we're gonna make another patty. So right now I'm just gonna only fix two cheese. So I'm only gonna fix like two bacon cheeseburgers. So we got our patties. Got two patties, basically the same size. Gonna actually use some adobo. Put it on top. Sprinkle some on top. Okay, sprinkle that on top. Then we're gonna use some sassoon. We're gonna sprinkle some on top. We're gonna hold the rest for later, but once we put these burgers in the pan, then the seasoning should go rise up into the meat. But we're gonna also put some more seasoning on top while it's in the pan. Okay, so first things first, we gotta get the pan hot. And then once the pan gets hot, we're gonna put some oil, some Cresco oil. So we're gonna pour the oil. We're not gonna pour that much. We're gonna take the pan and we're gonna just rub it around so that all the oil gets on the pan. So that's one burger. We're gonna put this upside down. Ooh, we didn't mean to slam that. And then we're gonna actually put this down gently. Little piece of burger actually broke, so we just actually patting that down right there. So what we gonna do now, we're gonna tilt the pan so that the other burger gets a little bit of oil, and then we're gonna use some more adobo on top. And then we're gonna use some more sassoon right here. So might have to open another pack. I like my burgers to be juicy. So we're gonna open another pack. I know it seems like a lot, but it's not a lot, folks. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually cover it. Turn this heat down a little bit. So reason why we covered it, so that, you know, the heat will actually cook the burgers a little bit more thoroughly and well done. I like my burgers also well done, so let's let that cook. Once we take the lid off, those burgers should be sizzling. Sizzling, baby, sizzling. That's what I'm talking about. You see, that's how I like my burgers. I like it to sizzle. See how it's sizzling? So we're gonna actually put the lid back on a little bit longer, and then we're gonna flip the burgers to the other side. So basically let all that smoke make our burgers so sizzling. All right, folks, it's time to take the lid off and flip these burgers. All right, so we got our spatula. We're gonna take it, we're gonna flip them. Burgers is looking juicy. We're gonna actually press them down a little bit. Make sure they thoroughly cooked in the middle. So it doesn't take burgers long to cook. I burned myself on the lid. So we're gonna just cover that real quick again, and then let them, like, you know, steam up a little bit more, and then we're gonna put the bacon, and then we're gonna put the cheese. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna take the lid off again, and it seems like our burgers is almost done. We're gonna actually flip it one more time. You know, the seasoning on a little bit on top. You're gonna actually squeeze that a little bit, like pat it down with the spatula. Yeah, baby. That's what we talk about. We got the cheese right here, baby. Okay, guys, so we're gonna actually put the bacon first. Grab the bacon, the pieces of bacon, and we're gonna just, oh, lost the bacon. So we're gonna just break these bacons, and we're gonna put them on each burger. And we're gonna actually stick the cheese over it. And then we're gonna actually cover it with the lid, with the stove off, because there's enough heat to melt the cheese, because we like our cheese melted. And we took the lid off, and voila, look at that. The bacon cheeseburgers is sizzling. So we're gonna take it out the pan, and then we're gonna actually plate them on the bun. We had to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we got our bun. We're gonna pick up that cheeseburger, and we're gonna put it on the bun. Voila! Look at that. Look at that bacon cheeseburger. Looks delicious. Mmm.